Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Be a Coder. Hope everyone is doing good. Today our topic is about selection statements in C. So now first we'll see what are these selection statements. Selection statements contain a decision making to see whether a condition is satisfied or not and to execute the respective statements. These selective statements, in order to execute particular set of statements, they first check whether the condition is satisfied or not. That means they are taking a decision making step. So for example, if the condition is true, then it executes particular set of statements. If the condition is false, then this selection statement does not execute those particular set of statements. This is what selection statement means. These selection statements are if statement and switch statement. So we'll see what are the different forms of if statements. The different forms of if statements are, so these are the different forms of if statement. Simple if, the second one is if else, the third one is nested if, fourth one is else if ladder. Now we'll see in detail what is this simple if. The following is the syntax of simple if. This is the syntax of simple if. If condition, so in this brackets we'll write the condition we want to check, and if this condition is true, then the compiler execute this particular block of statements. So if the condition is true, the statements block will be executed and control goes to next statement. So if the condition in the if statement is true, then this particular block of statements will be executed, and if the condition is false, so if the condition in this if block is false, then the control directly goes to the next statement, and these particular block of statements will not be executed. So if the condition is true, then it executes this particular block of statement, and if condition is false, then the control come out of this block and execute the other set of statements. This is the example of simple if. So here I have taken two integer variables, a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 6. Now here I am checking whether a less than b, that means 5 less than 6. So it checks the condition, and if this condition is true, then this printf statement will be executed, or else it will come out of this loop and the remaining statements will be executed which are out of the if block. Now 5 is less than 6, the condition is true, 5 is less than 6. Now this printf statements will be printed. Now this control will come out of this block and the remaining statements which are out of the if block will be executed. So the output will be a is smaller than b. This is a if example. Now we'll see if else statement. This is the syntax of if else statement. First here it checks the condition which we want to check, and if this condition is true, then true statement block will be executed. If this condition is false, then it comes out of this loop and else statement block will be executed. That is, false statement block will be executed. So if the condition is true, then true statement block will be executed, and if the condition is false, then false statement will be executed. So if this here, whenever we give the condition here, if this condition is true, then this statement will be executed, or else the else statement block will be executed in if else statement. In either case, only one of true or false statement false statement block will execute. That means in this if else statement, either this true statement block or false statement block will be executed. Not both the statements will be executed. Now we'll see the example for if else. So I have taken here two integer variables, a is equals to 6, b is equals to 5. Now here I am checking the condition whether a less than b, that means 6 less than b. If this condition is true, then this printf statement will be executed, or else if this statement is false, then it will come to the else block and this printf statement will be executed. Now we'll check the condition whether 6 is less than 5. 6 is less than 5, no, the condition is false. So this printf statement will not be executed. The control will come to the else block and this printf statement will be executed. A is bigger than b. Now what will be the output? A is bigger than b. Now again the control comes out of this block and execute this printf statement. This is if else example. So this is the example of if else statement. Now the next one is nested if. The syntax of nested if is if condition 1, if condition 2, if condition 3, statement 1. So now what does this nested if means? In the nested if block, if condition 1 is checked, so first in the nested if, the condition 1 is checked. If this condition is true, if this condition 1 is true, then the control will go to the second if statement, and even if this second if statement is also true, then the control will come to the third condition. even if this third condition is true, then the control goes to the statements and these statements will be executed. So that is what written here in the nested if the condition, if first condition is checked, if it is true, then the control goes to the second condition. If the second condition is also true, then the control goes to the third condition. The third condition will be checked, and even if it is true, then the statement 1 will be executed. If either of the conditions is false, so if either of these three conditions, if either of the conditions in the nested if is false, then statement 1 will not be executed. These statements will not be executed. We'll see the example for nested if. So here I have taken 4 integer variables. A is equals to 8, B is equals to 7, C is equals to 2, D is equals to 1. I have taken nested if. If A greater than B, if A greater than C, if A greater than D. Printf A is bigger than other numbers. So it will check the conditions here. 8 greater than 7. Now we'll take first if condition. 8 greater than 7. Yes, the condition is true. 8 is greater than 7. So it comes to the second condition. It checks whether 8 is greater than 2. Yes, the condition is true. So it will come to the next if statement. Now it will check whether 8 is greater than 1. Yes, the condition is true. So this printf statement will be executed. So the output will be A is bigger than other numbers. This is nested if example. Now we'll see the fourth if statement, else if ladder. So the fourth one is else if ladder. This is the syntax for the else if ladder. So if condition 1, then statement 1 will be executed. If this condition is satisfied, then statement 1 will be executed. Else it will check the second condition. If this condition is true, then second statement will be executed. This will continue till the nth condition, till certain condition is satisfied. This will continue. And if any of this statements is not correct, and if any of this condition is false, then default statement will be printed. We'll see the example to understand this else if ladder very clearly. So I have taken here integer marks is equals to 98. So I have taken marks is equals to 98. If it is checking, first it comes to this if statement and it checks the condition. Marks, whether the marks greater than or equal to 75 and marks less than or equal to 100. So if the marks given are greater than or equal to 75 and marks are less than 100, then this printf statement will be executed. Else if these marks are greater than or equal to 60, if these marks are greater than or equal to 60, then this printf statement will be executed, that is grade B. Else again, if this condition is also not satisfied, it will come here and check this condition. If marks are greater than or equal to 40, if whether the given marks are greater than or equal to 40, then printf grade C, this statement will be executed, this printf statement will be executed. Else if either of these three conditions are not satisfying and none of this is true, then this default statement printf failed will be printed. So this is how we will execute the else if ladder. This is how else if ladder works. Now we'll see the second selection statement, that is switch statement. Switch statement, this is also called as multi-selection statement. So we can call switch statement as multi-selection statement. Now we'll see what does this switch statement do. When one of the many alternative is to be selected, then we can use switch statement. So when we can use this switch statement in the sense, if there are many alternatives and among those alternatives you have to select one, then we can use this switch statement. This is the syntax for the switch statement. This is switch. Switch is a keyword. So switch, here we give the variable we want, and case 1. So here in the switch statement we have cases. So case value 1, statement 1, case value 2, statement 2, and so on. So here whatever the variable you will be giving, so that case value will be printed. So on, and if none of this case value matches in the switch variable, then default statement will be printed. Now we'll see a simple example for switch statement to understand its working. So I have taken integer variable I, printf, enter an integer 1 or 2 or 3. So I have taken a printf statement and in that I am printing enter an integer either 1 or 2 or 3. So since I have given here the printf statement, I have to scan those variable I. So I am scanning here %d I. Now see here, I have taken switch and I. So I have taken here variable. Here I have to give whatever value I want to get the value of that. So case 1. So first here I have taken case 1, printf I am in case 1, break. Next case 2, printf I am in case 2, break. Default, printf I am in default, break. So what does this break indicates in the sense is that, so if you don't want to print the other statement and if you want to only print only that particular case statement, then you will use this break statement. So now what will be the output? See here, enter an integer. So here this printf statement is printing enter an integer either 1 or 2 or 3. So I enter an integer either 1 or 2 or 3. So I have used scan statement and I am taking the value 1. Now what is here in the case 1? I am in case 1. So I am in case 1. This is the output. Since I have used here break, it won't print this case 2, case 3 and default it won't print this because I have used here break statement. Okay. So now we'll understand the working of switch very clearly. See here, when we enter the choice, it compares with every case. Whenever case is matched, it stops the comparison and prints that particular statement. So whenever you enter a choice in the switch statement, whenever you enter a choice, the switch will compare with every case. Whatever cases you have given, it will compare with every case, and whenever the case is matched, whenever the case value is matched, it stops the comparison and prints those particular statement. In switch, we use break so that we can stop printing the other statements when particular match is found. In the switch statement, we use break. Why? Because in order to stop printing the other statement, we use this break statement. So this is the example. See here, switch choice case 1 printf black break, case 2 printf white break, default printf not found break. So if we enter choice 1, so whenever we enter this choice 1, it starts comparing, and whenever choice 1 is matched, it prints the output. So whenever we give the choice 1, it will compare with every case. Whenever the match is found, whenever the one case is match is found, it stops comparison and prints those particular output. In the above example, default value will not be printed because we used break statement. See, in this example, the default value and case 2 value will not be printed on the output screen. Why? Because we use break statement, and whenever we use break statement, it stops comparing with other statements and it stops printing. Okay. Now we'll see some of the important points about this switch statement. The first one is int character cases are only allowed. Float string are not allowed as cases. So in switch statement, for the cases you have to only use int and character cases only. Float and string cases are not allowed. So here is an example. Case 4, it is valid statement, but here case 4.1, this is invalid. Why? Because 4.1 is a float and you cannot use float cases or string cases in switch. And here see one more example, case hello, this is also invalid because hello is a string and you cannot use string cases in switch. Now the second one is we can have cases in any order. So there is no rule for the order of cases in switch. So see here example, case 5 statement, case 2 statement. So this is valid. Why? Because there is no order, there is no such rule. You have to print the cases in only order. There is no such rule in switch. So you can use cases in any order. The third one is default case and break in switch are always optional. In switch, the default case, so the default case which we use, and the break are always optional. Whether you can use it or you cannot use it, that's your choice. Okay. Now the fourth one is we can't have duplicate cases. In switch statement, we can't have the duplicate cases. For example, I've taken here case 1 statement, case 2, case 1 statement. So for two cases I am using same integer, that is 1. So this is a duplicate case. These are not allowed in switch statement. And the fifth one is the default case can be written in the middle of any case, but it is always executed at the last. In the switch statement, the default case can be written anywhere in the program, but it will be executed at the last only. So this is about the selection statements in C. I will be back with another video. Thank you for watching.